Hello you guys, welcome to my channel once again. Today we're gonna be doing a look with the Lorac Pro palette, and please do not mind my hair. It's horrible. I don't want to brush it. I know it's a lot of work. It's too long. I don't want to do that. And here are the colors that we're gonna be using today. I want to be doing something kind of cool tone, maybe. I don't know. These colors are really fun. I'll be using the Too Faced Do You primer, and let's see how that looks. I'm gonna just squeeze a pump like that and put it all over my face. And this smells really nice, sweet, and it gives you a very dewy finish. And for foundation, I'm gonna be mixing the e.l.f. foundation with the Tarte Shape. I'm always confusing it with the concealer, but this is the Tarte BB Tinted Moisturizer right here, and the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. And I'm gonna be doing a cocktail with those. And I'm just gonna put a pump of the e.l.f. one and squeeze a little bit right next to it with tinted moisturizer. And that's how it looks. Mixing with just the back of a brush. And you can probably hear in the background some clicking, and that's my husband playing with his PlayStation. And I'm gonna be using a damp beauty blender to blend that all in. And as you can see, it's a pretty nice color for my skin and blends like a dream. I wouldn't say this cocktail is gonna be like a full coverage, but it's definitely a medium that I like. So this is how the foundation looks. It is a little bit sheer on me. You can definitely build this up, but I did not want to because yesterday I used a foundation and it kind of wanted to break me out. So I don't want to put a lot of product on my face today, just because I don't want to go too nuts with products right now. So right now I'm going to be using my favorite, as in right now. I do have the Tarte Shape tape, but that's in the wrong color for me. And this is Born This Way concealer from Too Faced, and I'm gonna be using that right like that. And I feel like I need a new one of this because this one is like running out. I'm gonna put that right here. You guys, I get a lot of redness around my nose and I hate it. And because of that reason, I'm going to be using just a tad bit of the Tarte Shape tape in there mixed, because it's a lot darker, like for me. You see that? It's so dark, but it's the only one who covers my redness around my nose, which is horrible all the time. Like, that breaks through any foundation, any concealer that I put on. It's ridiculously so crazy. I just definitely have to pick a new one, because I don't know if you can see, but right there you can see a scratch. It's like telling me, hey girl, you need to get a new one because I'm done with you. And you can still see my redness peeking through the foundation that I put. I'm gonna just put a little bit of the e.l.f. one because it's a little more matte and more buildable than the BB cream. So let's just put a little bit of that in there because it's a lot of redness. And again, that can be from from the foundation that I used yesterday. It wasn't good anymore, so I had to toss it. And the foundation was from Clinique. Okay, that's a little better now. Or I don't know, it's because I'm so sensitive, like my skin. It's so crazy. Okay, and right now, I'm gonna go ahead and set that under eye before it creases. Because sometimes this guy tends to crease a little bit if you don't set it down. So I have set my under eyes with the Eat by Bite Pores Press Powder, and it looks like this. And this one is in translucent. And for that I used the Morphe M438 brush, and I just pressed a little bit in there. And my eyebrows, yeah, they're looking and my under eye is good, ready to go. So now I'm gonna be using this is Revlon, I think it's a foundation stick or like a contour stick, and mine is on Rich Ginger 180, and this is how it looks. And I'm gonna go ahead and contour with that right in there, right in here. I'm gonna swoop, go like that. I'm gonna put just a bit right there, right here, and then now I look like a clown, but we're gonna fix it. I don't use a lot, I use just enough, and I blend with my beauty blender. And you guys, I just didn't set around my nose. Let me go ahead and do that because it's creasing. Ugh, I hate my nose, like, oh my god, gets so red and so creased. Let me go ahead and set that right there. And that's my husband going outside. Pardon me. And I have said in my last video that I was ordering like a microphone, but it hasn't gotten here yet. And then I think you can hear the door again. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. Okay. And it looks like I have smudged my foundation in there. And probably because the foundation is not the ideal one, but that's the job. I really like e.l.f. and that little cocktail that I make, it makes for very nice kind of everyday foundation when you don't want to look caked on. When I mix those two, creates like my perfect everyday shade for foundation. Okay, so now I have my contour on, and I feel like I want to set it with a little bit of powder. And for that I'm gonna be using Milk Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced, and I know you guys all know what this is. Looks really pretty. Let's go ahead and set that guy down, and for that I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild brush. It doesn't have, I think it's just a powder brush. Let's go ahead and play with that bronzer, and that's really beautiful. I just truly love this powder, this bronzer, sorry. You guys all know we get crazy. And today I'm gonna be using all that method of like buffing to kind of give a airbrush finish to my makeup. I have never tried that, but we're gonna try it today. And I feel like this bronzer is so nice. So nice. I can't just, I have to repeat it and repeat it because it's just so nice. I like it. It's one of my best bronzers in my collection right now. I have to grow. My collection is slowly growing. Okay, so now for blush, I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink in Rose. And this is how it looks. I like it. Let's see how that goes. And I'm gonna be using another Wet n Wild brush because I don't have money to buy more brushes. And this one is a stipple brush. Oh, yes. Life in my face. And I bought this one because of the NARS Orgasm blush, because I wanted something like it. But now I do have the NARS Orgasm, and I think I like this one more than the NARS Orgasm one. And I know I put a little bit too much, but then later when we buff, it's gonna kind of fade. So let's go with it. Let me just go ahead and blend that a little bit. Okay, so I feel like I put too much, but I promise in person doesn't look like it's too much. And again, like, my redness underneath is going crazy. So for my eyes, I'm gonna be priming with the Lorac Behind the Scene Eye Primer that just came with the palette itself. It came with this guy. So let's go ahead and prime those eyelids right there. And I'm gonna put just a tad bit. And this is like a satin feel. It's smooth, and I don't know if it makes any difference to my eyeshadows, but I've been enjoying putting it on lately. That's how that looks. And now I'm gonna go ahead and set that primer with the shade Buff right here. And for that, I'm gonna be using a fluffy brush, and this one is from Wet n Wild as well. I'm gonna set the entire eyelid with this. I don't know, I've seen some people that do set it. I'm doing it. Okay, so now that we're done setting it, we're gonna go ahead and start with the fun part. And in my crease, I'm gonna go ahead and put that shade Nectar right there. And I'm gonna be using let's see, I'm gonna be using a BH Cosmetics number 5, and it's a blending brush. Let me clean it real quick right here. And we're gonna go ahead and use that. I want to create something cool, something wearable, but that also has a purple color or something. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay, so that's how it looks in both of my eyes. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and go with, I'm just gonna go ahead and try the cool gray, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that on the crease and the outer part of my eyes. And for that, I'm gonna be using another brush. This one doesn't have a name, but I'm sure you can find something similar because it's tapered and it's blending brush. I'm sure you can find something similar out there. And these eyeshadows are pigmented, but they're not like crazy pigmented where you can't just build, or you can't, or you're gonna ruin your eye look. That's just perfect for beginners. And I do like that shade right there. It's a little bit, it's being difficult for me to blend them. I don't know why. Usually it's easy to blend for me, but right now it's like giving me a hard time. But that's how it looks right there. I enjoy this color. It is very pretty, very subtle, but at the same time it's like I have pigment in there. Now with the same brush that we used earlier, we're gonna go ahead and kind of diffuse a little bit and bring the two colors together. Okay, so I like that, how that looks. So right now we're gonna go ahead and grab a smaller brush. Looks like this. And because my look already turning very dark very quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade Plump and put it in my outer V. Make sure don't go crazy because that one is a little powdery. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that right in there. As I said, this look is becoming real dark real quickly, but I like it. And this one is like a smaller brush and it's from Eco Tools, if I didn't say that before. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and grab another brush and blend that in there. And this one is from BH Cosmetics in number 7. Okay, so I really like that. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the shade Silver because I wanna just add a punch. That one right there, and that's a swatch from it. And I'm gonna be using my finger for this and just put it in the inner corner towards the middle of my eyes like that. I'm gonna be using a patting motion to kind of blend it and fade it out. Oh, I like it. It's so pretty. Let's do the same thing for the other eye. Oh my god, I can't use this hand. I have to go with the other one because it's so difficult. Oh, this shade doesn't need anything, just your finger. That's so good. Look at that, it's just pigment all over the place. Okay, so I want to blend it a little bit because that was a lot. That was a lot of pigment. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this brush right here. Let's see which one I want to use for that. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this one from LA Girl. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the shade Plump again and just fade it in there. Just grab a little bit, not too much. Like where the gray took away. Let's fade. And you know what I would like to have? Just glitter on top of that. Would have looked amazing, but right now I don't have any. Okay, so I'm gonna put just a tad bit more right on the center of that too. Oh, that's amazing. And you know what I want to do? I want to go ahead and wet my brush and see how that will look with the brush wet. So I'm just gonna grab a small BH Cosmetic number 11 small packing brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of mist on this. Let's see how that puppy works with wet. Oh, it's foil and metallic and what? I don't know if you can see the difference, but I can. It is a lot of difference. It is just a little bit more intense. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend just a little bit more in there because it looks a bit patchy for me. And we'll use the same A-lay. And with the same eyeshadow. Sorry, this one right here. It is cool gray. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that a little bit in there. And you guys, this look is everything. Okay, so now that both of my eyes are like very nicely, I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here, and it's called Snow. Sorry, I can't talk today. This one, and I'm gonna be using it in the inner corner and underneath my brow bone. And for that, I will be using another BH Cosmetic in number 8, and it's like a flat brush. I'm gonna put just a tad bit right there. And that is amazing. Like, that shade is beautiful to highlight with. It is perfect. You don't need anything else. Like yesterday I was trying another palette and it wasn't complete for me. Like, I had to grab something else to complete my look, but this one is pretty awesome. So like, you get a lot of pigment in here. You don't need to worry about anything. And after this step, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line. And for that, I just so wanted to use that blue shade right here. It is so amazing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna ruin the look. Probably I'm just gonna go ahead and use Plump, because I don't wanna throw off the look. Okay, so now for my lower lash line, I'm gonna be using the Eco Tools again, and this one's a small brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the shade Plump and put it right there. That's a lot. Oh my god. I'm gonna go very light with it and very close to my lower lash line. And I'm gonna be doing the same thing for my other eye. Be gentle with this one, because it does pack a punch. Okay, and to fade that, I'm gonna be using my Kenzie brush. It doesn't have a number or anything, but it's kind of like a shader brush, but it's like very densely packed. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the cool gray eyeshadow from here, and I'm gonna diffuse the lower lash line with that. I want to bring it down to smoke it out. And I was gonna be doing like a wearable look, but this one is like, you're gonna disco look. And that's how those turn out. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and put some eyelashes on, and I'm gonna be right back for the rest of the things. Okay, so I have already put on my eyelashes, and I kind of fake like a eyeliner right there, but not the complete eyeliner, because I don't want to take from the shadow anything from the shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some highlighter, and I'm gonna be using the Mary Luminizer by The Balm in the shade Mary Lou. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my highlighting tapered Sonia Kashuk brush. And put just a tad bit in there. That is pretty. I really enjoy this highlight. It's the bomb. And with my finger, I'm gonna go ahead and tap in there. Okay, so right now we're gonna buff our makeup because it's done. And for that, I'm gonna be using Too Faced loose powder in translucent, and I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild brush that we used earlier. And in the cup, I just put a little bit to pack the brush and go ahead and buff that guide in. And what they say is that with this technique, your makeup will look flawless. And as you can see, it's a little more airbrush than the other side. So it's true. Do this step and you'll be set. Okay, so now that that's done and you see that it does work, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. And for that, I'm gonna be using my Milani liner, and this color is 03 Nude. I don't see any other name, so. And here's a swatch of that. We're gonna go and overdraw just a tad bit. And this pencil is like really creamy. I really enjoy using this one, and it's like going down so fast. It's kind of like the same color of my lips. Okay, so now I'll be using the Furor, I don't know, I got this one from Amazon, and I actually got the whole package with all the colors, but this one is on Caroling 11. And this one's like a taupey nude that goes very well with my eyes. And don't mind like my cracky lips, they've been so dry. I've been applying balm, but you guys, Phoenix is like, you never know, like whether it's one day cold and the next day it will be hot, and you never know. So skin is a trouble in here. And on top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and go with my exhibition lip gloss from CoverGirl, and I believe this is new, and mine is in the shade, if it does have a shade I will tell you, 170 Short Chance.
And it's a little bit difficult to grab product.
The wand's a little bit small, and it's very thin, like you wouldn't have anything on your lips. It's very creamy, very buttery, but very thin, like you can't feel it very much on your lips. But I love the color. It's so pretty. What do you think? So my thoughts on this palette is that, I don't know, it's really nice, but I feel like those the purples don't blend as much as I wanted to blend them. They are a little bit difficult to work with, but the shimmers are spectacular. You can see this gray is my life. I love it. I will continue to use this and see if I like it even more, but as of right now, it's a pretty good palette. I didn't use the blue that I wanted to use, but probably in the next few days I'll be using it, and you guys tell me if you want me to create a look using the blue one. But I like this palette, as well as this powder right here that I love. And you guys, the lipstick, I recommend this. I will be updating if it lasts more or not, because I think this is like real thin and it won't last as much, but I really like the color. And if you want something that's not that expensive but pretty, you can always go ahead and grab this from CoverGirl. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.